Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I would like to take you through a deeply restorative Yin Yoga practice to nourish your spine and to release tension. All you need is a bolster or a couple of pillows to support your body, and let us move slowly and mindfully throughout the practice. See you in a bit. Okay, let us start with caterpillar pose. So we are focusing on stretching the back of the body by rounding it. So grab the bolster. Have your feet about hip distance apart or wider. Okay, just make sure you are comfortable. And place the bolster or your pillow just where your belly is. Then slowly start to roll all the way forward, hands down, rounding the spine. Focus on this rounding of the spine. And maybe bring your chin to chest to gently stretch the back of the neck. We'll stay here with our breath. Close the eyes. And breathe. When you start to find a little bit more space in the back, you can bring the bolster slightly even closer and reach your hands even more forward, rounding the spine even more. Maybe to the point where your chin can even touch the bolster at the end of the 3 minutes that we're staying here. Just close your eyes. We're almost into that 1 minute. With the bolster or the pillows, they are very good support, especially if coming straight down to the pose can be intense for some of us. So the bolster gives you a chance to slowly, gradually move through the poses, bit by bit, honoring your body and respecting where your body is at this point in time. Do not forget, again, to bring the chin to chest so they can stretch the back of the neck at the same time in this pose. When you want to move a little stronger in this stretch, remember to always do it at the exhalation. You can also slowly move the bolster slightly away. If you can find that spinal movement at the back, and resting your arms onto the bolster. We have 1 more minute to go. Now slowly, just bring your body up. You should feel a little stiffness here if you stay for quite a bit of time, and that's perfectly normal. Now we're going to move into sphinx pose, okay, which we are stretching this time the front part of the body. Okay, so taking your time slowly, just place the bolster or the pillow at the top of the mat. Come onto your forearms, pressing down, okay, and leaning. Okay, so depend on the range of movement in your spine. Okay, you may want to go slightly lower, so the bolster is where the chest is. So if you have a little bit of mobility in your spine, you can even place the bolster on your belly. So start gently first from the chest, and we'll move out slowly towards the belly. You're gonna stay here for about 3 minutes. Resting the forearms onto the bolster. Having your legs as wide as you like to, that you're comfortable so that your lower back do not feel the strain. Keep pushing your chest forward. Keep focusing on the stretch at the front part of the body. You will start to notice that there is a certain tension at the back of the body, and please do be aware that this is quite normal. And I want you to just take note how that feels. If it's a sore, or you can feel a lot of tension, a lot of stiffness, I encourage you to continue to stay here. However, if you notice there's a certain sharp pain in that area, the back of the muscles, can you please just roll the bolster slightly forward to reduce the range of movement in that spine. So only when you start to find space, start to bring the bolster higher up, or rather lower down into the belly so that you can lift up higher and push your chest out. Stay here and breathe. So the higher your torso is, the more stretch you are going to find in the front of the belly. We are halfway through. We have another 1.5 minutes to go. Remember, at your own pace, if you want to take this stretch a little bit more, the front part of the belly, just roll the bolster down towards the lower belly to get the extra lift. And if it's too much, just roll it back up, closer towards the chest. Let's stay here for another 8 more breaths. Now let's slowly just coming out of that bolster. Taking your time. Let's come into a child pose just to reset a little bit. So place the palms, onto the bolster and roll it forward. Forehead down to the mat. Staying in your child pose just for 5 breaths. Breathe. Maybe some of you can even reach the forehead down to the mat. If closed knee child's pose is not working for you, bring the knees apart and forehead down to the mat. You can also feel that nice stretch in the shoulders as you are stretching out here. Good, then now slowly make the way up. Alright, we're going to work on the sideways now. We're going to stretch the sideways. So same thing, you're going to place the bolster slightly at the top of the mat, and you're going to lie down onto your backs, okay? We're going to come into banana pose. So you're going to place your feet. Okay, your hips will stay where it is in the middle. Can you place your feet across towards the left so we can stretch the right side of the body? And move the upper body torso towards the left as well. Okay, now, if your right hip is popping out, try to push it all the way down. Okay, so go at the range of movement your spine allows you to, and we'll stay here for about 3 minutes or so, okay? Grabbing the opposite elbows, we can do it this way. If you like a little bit more in this stretch, after a few breaths, you can bring the right foot on top of the left, and you feel the stretch even more on the right side of the body. And close your eyes. Enjoy the stretch here. And breathe. After a few breaths, if you notice you have more space in the right side of the body, you can even move the torso even more towards the left. So just think about that pull from the torso all the way to the legs. You want to form that shape of a bent banana. As we stay here, and we just allow that stretch to happen through gravity and through time. And all you need to do is relax. Completely relaxing the body. We have a couple more breaths here, just breathe. Remember, you can always decrease the intensity of the stretch by moving the upper torso while your legs can stay put on top of the bolster. Couple more breaths here, breathe. Alright, let's switch the sides. So move your torso back to the center, move your feet back to the center, and let's do the other side. So now your feet goes over towards the right side, your torso lean towards the right side. Okay. You can grab opposite elbows as now we're stretching the left side of the body, of the waist. So from the side all the way down, if you grab your opposite elbows, you may even feel the stretch just right out here where your shoulders are. Let's enjoy ourselves here. So again, think about how much you would like to stretch in this one based on what your body tells you. And sometimes you might notice one side is so much more tighter than the other. That's also perfectly normal. And when you're ready like me to take the stretch a little stronger, just take the left foot and place it on top of the right. And maybe move the feet even to the edges of the bolster and turn your torso even more. And remember to push that left hip down. If it's lifting up, just consciously push it down and stay here and breathe. Sometimes this sensation you feel can be really uncomfortable, but let us just try to be comfortable in such uncomfortable situations. Just a couple more breaths here. Breathe. Few more breaths, deep breaths through the nose and not through the nose. Now let's slowly bring the torso back to center, bring the legs back to center. Place the feet on the ground, maybe turn to one side and slowly prop yourself up to a seated position. Good. We're going to continue on the sides of the waist. Okay, we're going to come into twisting deer using the bolster. I'm going to face this side so that I can face you. Alright, let's start with the left leg. We're going to bring the left foot closer towards the hips. Your back right knee can bend in this way. And you're going to place the bolster in such a way that you're able to lie on it. This actually feels really good. Okay, so you can start to stay here. You start to feel the slight stretch, maybe for some of you, on the left side of the waist. Or maybe for some of us who are very tight, we can also feel the stretch all the way here. But we're twisting more focus onto the left side of the waist. Okay, after a couple of breaths, you may even twist deeper by going all the way down, hugging the bolster. Let's stay here, last few breaths. This is our last pose for today. Enjoy the twist. For some of us who want to take this a little stronger, you can bring the back knee even further back. So the right knee goes further back all the way to the left side, to the opposite side where you're twisting. So here you can feel a little bit more. You can feel a little bit more twist, even this side of the body, right side of the body and the hips. Don't underestimate what the body can experience when you stay in stillness like this. It's easier with a bolster as you have the support that you need while you stay in your stretch. You may even move the bolster across to the opposite side even more if you want a more intense stretch in your twist in the side of your obliques. We have only a couple more breaths here before we change to the other side. Now let's slowly change to the opposite side. I'm going to switch sides so I can face you. This time, right foot forward, left leg back. Okay, so the wider this goes, the more the twist. The closer it goes, the less the twist. Okay, so you choose whatever works for you today. And same thing, you're gonna lie down this way. Away from the top knee, okay? You know, sometimes we have injuries or tension stored in the hips. You may also feel it in the hips for some of you, and just let it be. Again, as long as there's no sharp pain, any stretch is a good stretch. Staying in long stretches like this allow the fascia tissues in the body, which are also known as connective tissues, to start to change its state and give you a little bit more mobility in the body. So be patient with yourself. Take this opportunity and this time while you're staying still to be with your thoughts. You can choose to accept them, to analyze them, or you could choose to ignore them. Totally up to you. But I will encourage you to ignore them for this time that you have dedicated to yourself. Again, if you want to twist a bit more, you can always bring the bolster even closer to your opposite side. Doesn't matter if your hair is messy like mine. Most importantly, it's you are comfortable, you are supported, and you are getting the nice stretch at the sides of the bodies. For me, I feel both sides. Maybe you're like me too, or maybe you only feel one side. But I'm sure you'll feel something. Just a couple more breaths here. Now take your time slowly. Just make your way off from the bolster. And then shake out your legs. Let's end with a short Shavasana. Let's place the bolster underneath our knees. You can have your feet any distance apart. Just make sure you're able to feel comfortable and relax your legs. And we're gonna lie down on our backs. Just close the eyes. It's just a short one. If you need to take a longer Shavasana, please go ahead. Have the palms facing up, arms 45 degrees from the body, and close your eyes. All I want you to do at this point in time is to focus on your breath and nothing else. Notice how you are breathing. Notice your breath. Remember that by controlling your breath, you can control your emotions, you can control your reactions. So controlling your breath is one of the key tricks to managing life stresses. Now slowly let's try to bring gentle movement to both fingers and the toes by wiggling them. Let's bring our feet away from the pillows or the bolster by rolling them away or shifting your body. And let's turn to any one side and prop yourself up to a seated position. Let us end today's class by bringing the palms together. Bring them to your heart center. And we'll take this time to thank ourselves for taking the time to come onto our mat today to care for our body as well as our minds. And slowly open the eyes. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.